Hello friends. Welcome to English Talking Today, the podcast where you learn real English step by step. I'm William, and in this episode, we are going to talk about something super helpful for your English journey. It can feel tough to understand English when people speak. You're not alone if you wish you could catch every word, sentence, and idea. Sometimes, native speakers talk fast, use new words, or even mumble, meaning they don't speak clearly. But don't worry. By learning some active listening tricks, you can become a super confident English listener. Active listening isn't just about hearing English sounds. It's about really trying to understand them. It means you stay focused and pay close attention when people talk. It's not about catching every single word, but about listening with a goal in mind. You're trying to get the main message, not just individual sounds. Sometimes we just listen without really thinking, like when our minds are busy with other things. But active listening is different. You give it your full attention. You want to know, what are they trying to tell me? What's the most important idea? You use your brain, not just your ears, and this helps you learn English faster. When you listen actively, your brain works harder, connects words to their meanings, and understands sounds better. So, active listening is about staying focused, thinking while you listen, and understanding the big ideas. When you listen this way, your English will get better, you'll understand more, and listening will be easier and more fun. Let's look at some ways to become a better active listener, step by step. Tip number 1. Guess before you listen. This is a really helpful habit. Predict means to guess what will happen or what someone will say before it happens. When you predict before you listen, you try to guess what the speaker might talk about. Why is this good? Because it gets your brain ready. It helps your brain think about words and ideas you might hear. Then, when the speaker talks, your brain is quicker and understands the meaning more easily. Imagine you're about to hear an English story about a camping trip. Before you start, you can ask yourself, will they talk about tents or campfires? Will they mention animals like bears or birds? Will they describe feelings like excited or tired? When you think like this, your brain becomes more active. You already have some ideas in your head, so when you hear them, you understand faster. Another example. You're going to watch a short video about visiting a museum. Before it starts, pause and ask yourself, what words might I hear? Maybe art, history, or statues. It's okay if your guess isn't perfectly right. The important thing is that your brain is getting ready. It's like warming up before exercise. Your body moves better when it's warmed up. When you predict before listening, your mind understands better. So, try the simple habit. Before you listen, stop for 10 seconds. Ask yourself, what do I think this will be about? What words might I hear? This small step can make a big difference. Tip number 2. Listen for the main ideas. Not every single word. Many English learners try to understand every single word, but this is a common mistake. The truth is, You don't need to understand every word to know what someone is saying. Native speakers often use new words, special phrases called idioms, or casual talk called slang. You won't always know every word, and that's okay. You don't have to stop and look up a word every time. Instead, focus on the main idea. Try to understand the big picture. Ask yourself, what is the speaker talking about? What is their most important point? Let me give you an example. Someone says, "The concert was fantastic. The band rocked the house, and everyone had a blast." Maybe you don't know rock the house or had a blast, but you hear concert was fantastic, and you hear everyone. So, even without those specific phrases, you still get the main message. The concert was really good, and people enjoyed it. That's the goal. Here's another example. I was running late for work, so I just grabbed a quick bite to eat on the way. Maybe running late or grabbed a quick bite are new phrases. But you can hear the important parts, late for work and ate on the way. The main idea is, the person was in a hurry and ate something fast on their way to work. That's enough. When you watch a movie or listen to a podcast, you're trying to understand the message, not translate every single word. If you understand 60% of the words, that's a great start. If you understand the big idea, you're doing wonderfully. Over time, you'll understand more words, and your brain will fill in the missing parts more easily. So, next time you listen, don't panic if you hear a new word. Just keep going. Stay calm. Focus on the main message. That's what good listeners do. Tip number 3. Listen more than once. Many learners forget this, but it's very powerful. Listen more than once. Yes, that's right. Don't listen just one time. Listen 2 times, 3 times, or even more. Why? Because the first time you listen, your brain is just trying to catch the sounds. It's getting used to the speaker's voice, their speed, and their accent. Maybe you understand a little, maybe just a few words. That's okay. But the second time, your brain already knows what's coming. It's ready. Now you hear more. You understand more. You might catch new words. You hear the rhythm. You notice how the speaker connects words together. The third time, you might notice something small, a word you missed before, a funny expression, or even the feeling in the speaker's voice. This is how real listening happens, little by little, layer by layer. Think about music. When you hear a song once, it's okay. But when you hear it many times, you start to sing along. You remember the words. You feel the music. It's the same with English. So don't worry if you don't understand everything the first time. That's normal. That's natural. Good listeners listen more than once. They replay the audio. They pause. They listen again. And you can do this too. Start with this podcast. Listen once, then again, then again. Each time, you'll understand more. Each time, your brain will become stronger. Each time, your confidence will grow. So, remember, one time is not enough. 2 or 3 times is much better. Tip number 4. Use clues to guess new words. What are clues? Context means the other words around a new word, or the story and feeling in the sentence. When you don't know a word, you can look at the words before and after it. You can also think about what is happening in the conversation. What is the speaker talking about? Let me show you how this works. Here is a sentence. It was pouring rain, so we stayed inside and played board games. Maybe you don't know the word pouring, but you hear stayed inside and played board games. You know that people often stay inside and play games when the weather outside is bad. So, what does pouring mean? Maybe pouring means raining very, very heavily. And that's right. You understood the word even if you didn't know it before. You used the context, the words and ideas around it, to guess the meaning. Let's try another one. After working all day, I was absolutely famished and needed a big dinner. Maybe you don't know famished, but you hear working all day and needed a big dinner. People usually need a big dinner when they are very, very hungry after a long day. So, famished probably means extremely hungry. You didn't need a dictionary. You just needed to think about the situation and the story. That's how native speakers do it too. Even in your own language, you often guess words from context. So, next time you hear a new word, don't stop. Don't panic. Look at the sentence. Listen to the speaker's tone. Think about the topic. Ask yourself, what could this word mean? If it's really important, you can check it later. But in the moment, just keep going. Use the context. Your brain is smart. It will help you. This is how good listeners understand more, even when some words are new. Tip number 5. Don't do too many things at once. Stay focused. This is the last tip for today. Don't multitask. Stay focused. What is multitasking? It means trying to do 2 or more things at the same time. For example, listening to English while checking your phone, watching an English video while cooking, or playing English audio while writing an email. This might sound like a good idea because you're busy and want to save time. But here's the truth. Multitasking doesn't work well for learning. When you do 2 things at once, your brain can't focus fully. You don't listen carefully. You miss words. You forget what you heard. Your brain needs your full attention, especially when you're learning a language. So, what should you do instead? Create a short English time every day. Even just 10 to 15 minutes. In that time, do only one thing. Listen carefully with focus. No phone, no other distractions, no walking around, just listening. You can close your eyes, or if it's a video, you can look at the speaker's face. Just be present. When your brain is focused, you learn faster. You understand more. You enjoy the process. Think of it like a conversation with a friend. Would you look at your phone while they are talking to you? No. That would be rude. You look at them. You listen. You care. Treat English the same way. Give it your time. Give it your focus. Even for a few minutes each day, it makes a big difference. So, remember, don't multitask. Stay focused. That's how good listeners learn deeply.